New York's premier rock and roll band, the Ramones, are back with their 12th studio album, Mondo Bizarro, on Radioactive Records. I'm Bob Watt, the music director at WHFS-FM in Washington, D.C., and recently I had the opportunity to sit down with Joey Ramone as he reflected on the past, the band's popularity, politics, and the Ramones' renewed energy for the 90s.
What has kept this band together? I mean, why have the Ramones endured when so many other bands fall by the wayside? And, you know, a lot of your contemporaries, certainly the Ramones spearheaded the punk explosion in 76 and 77. There's not very many of those bands left today, and here are the Ramones.
Well, I guess it's because we really enjoy doing what we do. And there's, you know, without sounding cliche, there's a real love for what we do, you know what I mean? We enjoy playing, we enjoy touring, we enjoy playing for our fans because we feel they're the best, and we enjoy playing for ourselves, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I think it's the ultimate high and it's the best therapy in the world, you know?
What do you remember about that first tour of England in 1976?
I remember it was really wild going over to England, where, I mean, we were like, you know, we were selling out CBGBs and all, and I mean, kind of, there was a wild scene going on there, but when we got over to England, we were playing for 3,000 kids, and everybody was already tuned into what it was that we were all about. And I remember at the time the big thing going on in England was pub rock. Dr. Feelgood was the big band at the time, and Brimsley Schwartz, and you know, I remember we were like treated like royalty when we got there. And then we did this club Dingwalls, and basically the whole makeup of Dingwalls were all these kids that would later form these kind of groundbreaking bands of their own. And like at our sound check, we met like Johnny Rotten and Joe Strummer and all these people, and they were really, you know, they were totally taken with the band, and really after that, when we left England at that point, you know, they told us that, you know, we had turned them on, kind of opened them up, and inspired them to form their own bands, basically. When we came back in 77, the whole thing was full blown, and I feel like from that point on, you know, we really kind of brought upon a radical change that would really sweep the world, you know what I mean?
Ramones' popularity is at an all-time high in Europe, and in particular places like South America.
Yeah, well, we're in South America. It's like this kind of mass hysteria that when we, especially like the last time we were there, it was just insane. Where, like for instance, we landed in Brazil, and the airport was like, you had to walk into the terminal from outside, you know, and all these kids were on the outer deck of the like there was a deck at the terminal, outside deck, and all these kids were like screaming and just mobbing the deck. And when we went into the to get our luggage, right, like the whole place was mobbed with kids, you know. We couldn't leave, like the luggage area, like even all the passengers, they were all like, we were all being held hostage, and because the place was just swarmed with kids. And so they took us to a courtesy lounge. They brought a bus onto the runway, and we got a police escort to the hotel, and it was like really wild. In Argentina, it was like I went to do a radio station, and I got like attacked by 1,000 kids, and it was like really scary, you know, because in South America, they just they're very passionate people, and they literally love you to death. You know, they want a chunk of your flesh. You know, that's what. It's not like here. It's very primal over there. You know what I mean? I mean, it's great. It's great, but just
it's got to be really different for you.
It's very different when you kind of lose your sense of where you can't walk down the street. You know what I mean?
And here in America, Spin magazine not long ago, naming the Ramones one of the 7 most important bands in rock history, with this quote, "No group in the last 18 years has been more important or influential. There's a real straight line from the Ramones to Nirvana." How did you feel when you saw that?
Well, it came, it was unexpected. I didn't even know about the issue, you know. So when I found out, I was, it was really great. I mean, it kind of, made me feel like there is justice in this world after all. You know, it was like a real honor. It was like really like the ultimate honor. And it was coming from, other artists and critics and fans. You know, I mean, they're the ones who kind of were involved with the voting. I mean, I just thought it was great being up there with my heroes like the Beatles and the Stones and Jimi Hendrix and Led Zeppelin, you know.
And I can't wait till tomorrow. I can't wait another day.
So the Ramones' new album, Mondo Bizarro, is out on a new label, but you've gone back to an old familiar producer, Ed Stasian, who of course worked on the early Ramones albums, Rocket to Russia and Road to Ruin among them, and probably there's no one else who could be more familiar with what the Ramones are all about than Ed Stasian.
Well, we really love working with Ed Stasian, and he's been involved with us since '77, and nobody understands the band better, and nobody has the feeling, Ed was always a big fan of rock and roll himself, and a fan of like exciting guitars, and and he understands how to record the band and kind of capture the excitement and power of what the Ramones are, and he does it best. I feel this is our best album. I feel it's a real turning point in a lot of ways, and it's a real sacred offering. I just think it's a masterpiece.
You talk about this new hunger, and I've heard that the Ramones have this new attitude, and after 12 albums and 16 years with one record label, you're with a new label, Radioactive, and I read somewhere that you've been getting some vocal coaching or singing lessons yourself lately. Is that true, Joey? And
well, 2.5 years ago, I got sober, and that has a lot to do with my kind of new way of looking at things. Let's say, I got a whole different. I'm coming from another place that I wasn't coming from like 3 years ago, and. For me, this album, in a lot of ways, is kind of a spiritual record to some degree. I mean, it's just that everything I did was, I'm very focused, and I knew exactly what I wanted in the writing of the songs, what they are about, the music and the lyric content. It's, I guess, especially the songs that I contributed, and. I just felt everything I did. It wasn't like I just did something, but I felt every nuance, every syllable. Because when I write, I write the bass lines and the guitar and the drums and the whole bit. And I just made sure that everything was exactly the way I envisioned it. So I feel like I fulfilled a vision. And this is an album I always sort of dreamt about making and never quite... made.
Just hearing you talk about the record, it really sounds like it's a really positive statement for you.
Yeah, it's a real positive, optimistic record, and I've never been really more proud of anything I've done than this. This I feel this is the best I've done up to this point. The makeup of the Ramones you know, what kind of fuels us as our fans are, you know, it's the music, and it's sort of larger than all of us. And when we go out to play, I mean, you know, if you're fighting or not, you know, getting on with someone, it's all, you know, when you get out there and you play for the kids, I mean, it all seems trivial, whatever it was that, you know, and it all dissipates, and you don't even remember what it was, you know, by the time you get off stage, you know. And actually, on the new album, I wrote a song for our fans called "It's Gonna Be All Right," which is kind of showing our appreciation for them. The coolest thing about our fans is that it's a very broad spectrum. I mean, we get kids into heavy metal and hard rock and thrash and hardcore and punk and alternative, and it's really the spectrum, you know. Fans from all different walks of life and different musical backgrounds and different races and creeds, and it's just like a big family kind of a thing. It's just it's like the great melting pot.
Tell me about some of the players on this album, and you and Vernon Reid sharing a cabbie experience?
Yeah, well, one night I left Overland, our office. It's up on 57th and Broadway. I grabbed a cab, and I was going down to the Village, right? So I got in this cab, and the guy took off, and he was kind of racing down Broadway, you know? And at first, it felt like a thrill ride. It was very exciting, you know. And then he started weaving in and out of the cars and trucks and other taxis. And it was a Friday night, and Friday nights are pretty congested in New York because everybody's going out. The disco was blasting out of the radio, and the guy was pretty oblivious to, you know, what was going on here. You know, I mean, it was exciting, but then it started getting nerve-wracking, and then we were approaching Times Square, and I'd say we were doing about 90 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour at this point, and I started getting a bit nervous. Everybody had stopped for the red light, you know, at in Times Square here, and this guy was just racing along, and we were like almost right up on top of another cab when he like hit the brake at about 90, and I thought we were just going to plow right through the cab in front of us, and I kind of saw my life flash before my face and before my eyes, and I didn't think I was going to be walking out of this, you know, and you know, it was a real harrowing experience, a real kind of a real death ride, you know. And I guess when my terror subsided, it turned to humor. And when I got home in one piece, I wrote the song called "Cabbies on Crack." You know, I wanted to kind of capture the feeling and put the listener in the back seat the way I was, and kind of create an audio-visual kind of experience, you know. So we got Vernon Reid to kind of capture that experience with his guitar solo that he does, you know, which kind of acts as the taxi.
And it turns out that Vernon's had a few of those taxi experiences.
Well, Vernon had a similar experience. He actually had the crack vials on the back seat of the cab.
Took off like a flash, almost lost my mind. Oh, cabbies on crack. At first felt like I threw right excited for a while. Got pretty scary, swerving at 100 miles an hour. Oh, cabbies on crack. I wanna get out of this yellow shell. I wanna get out, crack can't be straight from hell, and I don't wanna die. grid. Times Square was approaching, he'd break for the night. At 90 miles an hour, flashed by, I saw my life. Oh, Cammy's on grid. I wanna get out of this yellow shell. I wanna get out. Crack Cammy's straight from hell. And I don't wanna die before I've lived. Cammy's out. Cammy's on crack. And I don't wanna die before I've lived. Cammy's out. Cammy's on crack. Cammy's out. Cammy's on crack. I'ma make it out. Cammy's on crack. Cammy's on crack. Cammy's
Let's talk about the first track on the album, the new record, Mondo Bizarro, Censorshit, which is incredibly timely, although I understand that you wrote the song long before Gore was announced as a potential vice presidential running mate of Clinton.
Basically, it's an open letter to Tipper Gore. You know, like there's a new censorship in America that's only getting worse, and it's a real crucial time right now with the elections but just the state of America, you know, and our civil and human rights are under attack. Concerning the issues of women's rights, the issue of abortion, record labeling, and this new censorship, the environment, the homeless, the deficit. You know, the SNLs, AIDS, and you know, you're hoping to like to reach people and kind of open up their eyes and minds to what's really going down in America, and you know, I mean, what Tipper Gore basically did was open a can of worms, and let the real right-wing fundamentalists and extremists, you know, take it a step further, where with the record labeling, with people being harassed and penalized, and for selling certain albums in their record shops, interrogated. I mean, it's very it kind of reeks of like the Nazis. You know, it's censorship is un-American, and it reeks of fascism. You know what I mean? And I just see Tipper Gore as the devil.
So you obviously feel that Tipper is still a threat,
Oh,
despite
yeah, I
the
mean,
fact that people in the music industry...
I mean, like, they've been kind of, you know, lately they've been kind of presenting her in this new light with her new hairdo and her saying that she used to play in an old-girl rock and roll band, and her love of Judas Priest and this and that, and it's a joke, you know, and it's just, you know, it's just a lot of crap, and people really got to stay on their toes, and, you know, she's a powerful woman, and it's scary.
We'll show you what it's like to be free. Simply come on. It's just a smoke screen for the real problems. And sing out the sea, the homeless, the environment. Still only to people like you with ignorant minds, yeah. I took the come on, and you've been getting it out. As guys is out for me, we'll show you what it's like to be free. Simply come on, it's just a smoke screen for the real problems. And sing out the sea, the homeless, the environment. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. We haven't talked about the song Touring, which is on the new album. And somebody told me that was originally recorded quite a while ago.
Well, it was written for the Pleasant Dreams album. And actually there is a version that we had done with Graham Gouldman and that, back then. But I guess I had written, in 77 I wrote Sheena, and then later on I wrote Rock and Roll High School, and then Touring. And I guess there may be some similar aspects in the chorus or whatever of Rock and Roll High School and Touring, It's a very colorful song, and it's a different kind of a song, It's got a lot of parts that it just really works well, and it really kind of conjures up what life with the Ramones on the road, and just life on the road, anyway. When you spend your life in the Holiday Inn, and that becomes the only home you know. And it's a fun song. It's a good fun song, and a lot of people are kind of seeing it as like an anthem and this and that, And I think I can see it becoming an anthem.
We've been to London and we've been to LA, Spain, New Zealand, and the USA, Europe, Japan, and Bangkok, Canada, Siam, Oz, and Komodo. The kids all turn from miles around. The party gets started when the sun goes down, and Holiday is the only home I know. I know, I know, I know. Our rock and roll's alive 'cause we got the power, baby. Cruising down the highway at 500 miles an hour, baby. We got a feeling that the top of spinner really flies with a videotape deck inside. Let's go rock and roll, everybody come on. Let's go rock and roll, everybody come on now. Touring, touring, it's never boring. Touring, touring, it's never boring. Touring, touring, it's never boring. Touring, touring, oh baby, touring. Especially with your favorite girl. Touring, touring, all around the world. Well, it will be around this great big world, and we met all kinds of guys and girls from Komodo Islands to Rockaway Beach. No, it's not hard, not far to reach. American girls like me, fast cars, cold beer, and rock and roll. America is the only home I know. I know, I know, I know. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go 500 miles to Mexico. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go 200 miles to Tokyo. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We got a new record company, thank God, and they're called Radioactive, they're called MCA, and they're called Uni. And we got a new album out right now called Mondo Bizarro. Take it as it comes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time to live, time to love, time to live, time to die. Take it easy, baby. Take it as it comes. Don't you bet. If you want your love to live, I am a moment much less. Time to walk, time to rule, time to aim your arrows at the sun. Take it easy, baby. Take it as it comes. Don't move too fast. If you want your love to last, I am a moving much too fast. Go real slow. You like it more and more. Take it as it goes. Specialize in having fun. Take it easy, baby. Take it as it goes. Don't move too fast. If you want your love to last, I am moving much too fast. Moving much too fast. Moving much too fast. You know what that day is singing on my station. Is that some kind of wild and super different? Our freedom of choice needs a stronger voice. You can't stand up the songs, but you can stop creating thoughts. I'll take a mile. It's you been getting it out. That's got to tap on me. We'll show you what it's like to be free. Yeah, since we come out, it's just supposed to be a real problem. It's been at the sea, the homeless being by your man. Hey, are you sending it a while? You better take a good look at your own Lord. Before you go, I'm preaching to bed. Your definition of upsetting to you. I'm super come out. It's you been getting it out. That's got to stop on me. We'll show you what it's like to be free. Yeah, super come out. It's just a portion of the problem. And sing up to see the homeless in your tired man. The iron day, it seems to sink to me. It's an un-American finest city. We got so far, but still only two. People are getting ignorant, my shit. I took a come out, and you been getting it out. That's not to stop on me. We'll show you what it's like to be free. Oh yeah, super come out. It's just a function for the real problem. It's singing up to see the homeless being tired men. Oh yeah. poison heart. I just wanna walk right out of this world, 'cause everybody has a poison heart. Making friends with the homeless, it's all around. He just kinda smiles, it really shakes me up. There's danger on every corner, but I'm okay. I walk me down the street, trying to forget yesterday. Well, I just wanna walk right out of this world, 'cause everybody has a poison heart. I just wanna walk right out of this world, 'cause everybody has a poison heart. A poison heart. A poison heart. A poison heart. Hey! You know that love really takes its toll, and a poet's gut reaction is to search his very soul. So much then confusion before my eyes, but nothing seems to face me, and this one still survives. I just wanna walk right out of this world, 'cause everybody has a poison heart. I just wanna walk right out of this world, 'cause everybody has a poison heart. Well, I just wanna walk right out of this world, 'cause everybody has a poison heart. 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 Every drop of blood can be so beautiful, and I sure was bleeding the drops by the bucketful. I have the strength to endure, and all the love so pure. I have the strength to endure, because I'm not afraid to tell her just how things work. I ride a hurricane through the fast lane, always looking over my shoulder. She said there's something about you and neon lights always so hot. Baby, we can see this through. Just give me all the strength you got. I have the strength to endure, and all the love so pure. I have the strength to endure, because I have the strength to endure, and all the love so pure. I have the strength to endure, because hair.